back. This week we are going to play a game, Two Truths and a Lie, all about shy children. Now you might be wondering why in the world my voice sounds this way this week. It's because I was so lucky to catch my daughter's virus earlier this week, and then that resulted in me losing my voice. And now it's Friday and I'm like, I have to film this before I pick them up because I really want to be consistent. When you're starting anything new, you got to be consistent. So if you appreciate that, please hit the subscribe and the like, and let's get started. Truth number 1, shy does not equal introverted. I really want you to think of a situation where you've been at a play date with your child and they might be sitting by themselves. Maybe they're playing with the blocks and you notice all the other kids, they're all playing together and your child's sitting alone. Your knee-jerk reaction might be to jump up and try to encourage them and get them to go play with the other kids. But I want you to take a beat and really look at your child. Is your child fully engrossed in that activity? Are they enjoying themselves, or are they constantly looking over at the other kids, looking like they want to play with those other kids, but they just don't quite know how? That's so important because shyness is an emotion, it's a feeling, while being introverted is a personality type. So before you identify your child as a shy kid, really think, am I calling them shy, or are they just enjoying being alone? And that brings me to truth number 2. Everyone feels shy sometimes. Even extroverts feel shy sometimes. I had to explain this to my daughter because my daughter is introverted. And yes, she also feels shy sometimes. So I had to explain this to her. Mommy feels shy too. If you were to give me a brand new instrument that I've never played before and then put me in front of a group of people and said, go for it, I would feel shy. There was a study about this. 152 7 and 8-year-olds were told to give a speech. And of those kids, 25% of the parents said and labeled their children as not shy. And then those 25% of kids ended up having a level of social stress reactivity from the speech. That proves that shyness is an emotion, it's not a personality type. So really be careful that you don't label your child. It's like labeling your child as happy or sad. We wouldn't walk around and say, oh, there's my sad child, because sadness is an emotion that everyone feels, and shyness is as well. And that brings us to the lie, that we should wait until our children are ready. This is not true. Now, if you look at your child and they're happily playing by themselves, no, you don't have to interact. You don't have to interfere. You don't have to try and get them to play with the other children. They're happy. But if that child is looking over at the other kids and you can see that they want to play with the other kids, they just don't know how, then yes, you're going to want to go over there, maybe find some commonality between the other children and your child, start up the conversation and assist them. A really good skill that you could do with your children is to prepare them. Before you have, let's say, a Thanksgiving party at your house and there are going to be a lot of people, and you know that your child, whether they're introverted or extroverted, they tend to be shy around new people. What you can do is you can coach your child and prepare and even role play situations like introducing yourself, saying how school is, talking about the weather. By practicing it and coaching your child, they'll feel more comfortable. This actually happened to me this week. I was preparing for this video and I brought it up to my daughter. I said, you know, when we have people over the house and they always ask you the same question, they always say, so how old are you and how's school? I said, do you know why they always ask those questions? And she's like, I don't know. I said, it's because they don't really know what to ask you. They haven't seen you in a little while. And when you respond with, it's good, school's good, then the conversation stops. And then you're left feeling nervous because then they're just looking at you and you're just looking at them and nobody knows what to say. So did you know that you could ask a question back to the other person? Like, for example, you just turned 10. I'm sure everybody's going to say, how does it feel being 10? You know, it's something that us old people always ask children. I said, you can say back something like, do you remember when you turned 10? What did you do for your 10th birthday? And my daughter looked at me. I kid you not. And she goes, you could do that? I said, of course you could do that. Sometimes we assume our children know and understand things because we do, and it's just second nature at this point, but our kids do not. Okay, so I have to show you guys. Do you guys see my lashes this week? This is totally unrelated. I got a new mascara. This is not sponsored. I've never even had a sponsor before. This is Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's so good. Check it out. But anyway, if you find that your child's shyness is starting to develop into anxiety, I encourage you to check out this video, which will teach the skill of storytelling. And I'll see you next week. Bye.